Namaste everyone. Namaste. Welcome all. Welcome. We will start with a prayer. तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्या चन्द्रमसा विव पुनर्ददताघ्नता जानता संगमे महि। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः Shanti. Namaste ji. We are here for our session number 1, day 2 and week 2. So session number 1, we welcome for this session number 1, our distinguished speaker, Srimati Kanagavalli Vidhya ji. Kanagavalli Vidhya ji is an advocate. She hails from a family of freedom fighters and lawyers for several generations, and they are deeply connected to the Kanchi Shankara Mutt, which is the seat of the AdiSankracharya. They have been a part of the 114-year-old tradition of conducting the Seetha-Kalyanam and Divyanama Sankeerthanam. So I welcome personally and on behalf of our Hindu Heritage Foundation of America, I am Kavita Vachaknavee from New York, coordinator and director of this summer program being organized by our federation.
Namaste.
Namaste. We heartily welcome you, Vidhya ji.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be speaking about the hundreds years old, thousand years old tradition of our Hindu heritage of music. So, Vidhya ji, please continue. You are welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Kavita. It's my pleasure. I'll start with a small sloka. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Smriti Smriti Purananam, Alayam Karunalayam, Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram, Loka Shankaram. Kadavu Panjapada Gangalai Turanda Mandiram, Sada Vidamal Vodu Vardamakku Nalla Mandiram, Gidam Gidalla Vendreditturaikum, Yeregal, Gidam Rama Rama Venum Namame. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. During this auspicious period of Chaturmasya, I offer my namaskarams to the Padaravindams of all the gurus who are the embodiment of jnana and start this lecture on Hindu music. It is, as Dr. Kavita said, it is a very, very vast topic to cover in a short duration. And I will try to cover the basic concepts of Hindu classical music, but my major focus will be on devotional aspect through the lives of various saint poets, gurus, and bhakti movement. I will share the screen. So we will start with the topic of Hindu music. As I said, it's a very, very vast topic. In a short duration, we'll try to cover it. The philosophy of Hindu music or the Hindu classical music owes its origin to the concept of Nada Brahma. I think everybody would have heard of this word called Nada Brahma, Shabda Brahma, or Pranava Mantram, whichever way you say. It is the origin of it is the origin of all the whole universe. The energy of sound created the whole universe. So Nada means sound. Brahma means divine. So Nada Brahma is the sound of God. So from which the whole universe was created. Om, the Pranavakaram. So which is the reason for the manifestation of the whole universe and for the means of liberation. Today, science is also catching up with it. It is saying that with the help of modern instruments, we are able to listen to the humming sound of the universe. The sound of the universe is a humming sound. When we do the Brahmari Pranayam also, we do this Om recitation. Now the Western world is also saying that humming sound is good for your inner body health and mind, and even for your lungs, it is very good. So this has been known for who are sages and rishis, and they have been chanting this for I don't know how many years to how many yugas to say. So that it is a very, very well known concept in Hindu Dharma. So, and music is a harmonious arrangement of the sound in a set pattern. So this is the basis of everything. The Omkara is the basis of everything. Even in other religions also, for Sikhism, Omkar, Satyanam, everywhere, it is very, very much known about the Omkar, about Om. If you see the pictures of our gods and goddesses, they always had a musical instrument. For example, Saraswati, she is the goddess of all knowledge, music, and arts. She has 4 arms, and all the 4 arms depict 4 Vedas, and she always holds a veena in her hand. If you see Ishwar, Shiva, so he has a damaru in the hand, which is a representation of the rhythm of life. And Nandi Dev, Mridangam, and Krishna Bhagavan with his flute, Venu Nadam. Beautiful music has always been associated with us. Hindu culture and traditions always promoted some art forms, all art forms. And these art forms have in turn contributed for the development of the Hindu Dharma. So they are mutually helpful for each other. Let me move to the next slide. We would have heard about the word called Shruti and Vedas. Shruti means that which is heard. And Veda comes from the root word Vid. Vid means to know. So what do you know? You know about the absolute knowledge. From this, we can understand that Vedas came from, it was never written. It was not by any humans. It was not written by us. It is there. It has been always there. And the rishis who through their meditation and during their dhyana, they got to understand these sounds, and they transmitted it from one generation to another generation till the Dwapara Yuga, where sage Krishna Dvaipayana, who we called as Vedavyasa. So he only segmented the Vedas. So it was not that he wrote the Vedas, he only segmented the Vedas into Rig, Yajur, Sam, and Atharvana. So Sama Veda especially, they took most of the hymns from the Rig Veda, but they chant it in a very musical way. The Sama Veda, if you've heard the recitation, it is very, very musical. There is a rhythm always in the Veda. So it is called the Veda of the chant. And Krishna himself says, in all the Vedas, I am the Sama Veda. Vedanama Sama Vedosmi, he says in Bhagavad Gita. So Sama Veda has two segments. One is your mantra segments, that is your Adhara, Moolam. And the other one is the Samaganam, where they, by turning and twisting the syllables, they make it into a very, very rhythmic pattern. They use different chandas. Chandas means meter. So in this, in Samaveda, they use the Gayatri chandas, where it is 8 into 3 syllables, which is 24 syllables. There are other chandas like Anustup Chandaha. There are different chandas. It is a meter. Every verse is recited with using the help of this. So this is all the base. This is the starting point of your music. So from there, we derive the what today we call it as Hindu classical music. So Samaveda is the earliest literature that is available with us for music. It is the artistic way of communicating science. During even in our school, if somebody teaches a very physics concept with a rhythm or a note, we will really enjoy it. So same way, they ensured that these get transmitted from one generation to another. So they wanted to give it a, artistic, the way to communicate was more, musical. So it stayed with people. So that is how they transferred the knowledge. Those days, they didn't have platforms or CD discs to store these content. Oral tradition was what by which they have been transferring this knowledge. Unfortunately, in the Samaveda, we are only left with the 3 shakas out of the 13 shakas. So it is our duty to preserve these knowledge, which is what the organizers are doing, to transfer the knowledge to all you young kids, which is very important. So through Samaveda, the formal system of music started. Whenever you see a recitation of Samaveda, it is always with the Omkara. Om. They start with the Om. The Samaveda always sung in 5 or 6 or 7 notes. Today in classical music, we call it as Audava, Shadava, Sampurna Ragam. So this is the base is Samaveda only. So Nada Brahmam has been praised by all the musical composers. Tyagaraja has written, he's a trinity of classical music. He's written a lot about this Nada Brahmam. And same with Arunagiri Nadar. He is another composer from southern India. He has written Tirupugal. So he has, I'll sing 2 lines in that. Nada bindu kalati namo nama Veda mantra swarupa namo nama Jnana pandita swamin namo nama Vegu Koti. Like that, there are many musical compositions which praise Nada Brahma. So they all knew that we took the inspiration from Om and from then to Samaveda, and from there only the today's music has come. Whatever we have is there from there only. So even Tyagaraja Swamigal says, Nada Tanumanisham, Shankaram Namami. So what does he say? I bow to you, Shankara, the embodiment of Nada. And you are the Samaveda. And I bow to you. You are the 7 swaras. What are the 7 swaras? Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. So these are the 7 swaras. So and during the Vedic times also, even during even during Indus Valley civilization, the excavations have found out many musical instruments. So this has always been there. Even during the time of King Janaka also, in the conversation between say Yajnavalkya and Gargi, there are mention of many musical instruments. So we have a long history of music. Now, what tradition we have is Hindu classical music. We have two systems today. One is the Hindustani classical, which is practiced in the northern part of India mostly, and the southern part of India is Carnatic music. Till the 15th century CE, these both the traditions were together only. There was no difference. But slowly we had the Mughal invasion. So there had to be, there was a difference slowly. The Hindustani music, Tansen or Ramthanu Pandey, he was in the court of Akbar. He's a very, very prominent figure. Even today, many Gharanas associate with him. Gharanas are schools, musical schools. They associate with him. So, Hindustani music itself is of two types, Kayal and Drupad. The Drupad is an olden form compared to the Kayal. It is mostly towards 16th and 17th century, the Drupad is there. So they worship the god through sound or nada. And it is more of a stricter form. The purity of raga is very important in Drupad. In Kayal, it is more of a later stage. They started more improvisational aspects. They allowed more liberty to the ragas, alapanas and all. So this is about the Hindustani music. And Carnatic music was able to retain its purity more or less because the Mughal invasion did not, get more into the southern belt, and the Maratha kings. If you have read history, you will know they were able to protect a bit of this Carnatic music. Otherwise, they both are same. There is no difference at all. We had a little bit of that influence, Western Persian influence and other influence were there in Akbar's court. So they did not allow to recite more in Sanskrit. It went into Brij Bhasha. If you go into the history, you read all that. Carnatic music was able to a bit retain the older traditions. So Sri Purandaradasa of the Vijayanagara Empire, you would have heard of the place called Hampi in Karnataka. It is a UNESCO heritage site. It is worth a visit, definitely. So there Sri Purandaradasa lived. He was the Pitamaha of Carnatic music. How Tansen was a very prominent figure in Hindustani classical. Purandaradasar was the Pitamaha or the grandfather. Pitamaha means grandfather of Carnatic music. He systematized Carnatic music, and for the children to understand, to sing the basic Carnatic music, he came up with Geetams, Alankarams, basic recitation patterns. He brought it. So this two, otherwise both the music are based on two foundational concepts, Ragam, Talam. So this is the same for both the musics. So in the Carnatic music, we have Trinity of Carnatic music. There are three gurus of Carnatic music. One is Tyagaraja Swamigal, Muthuswami Dikshatar, and Shama Sastrigal. So these three people were responsible for what Carnatic music today we have. And they were all contemporaries. They lived during the 17th century. Tyagaraja Swami has written thousands and thousands of kritis on Sriramar. And he wrote all his songs in Telugu, pure Telugu he wrote. So many songs are there, like Jagadananda Karaka, Yentaro Mahanubavalu. Many songs, many compositions are there. I will just sing one or two lines from this because it's a musical session. It will be interesting. Banturiti kolu viyavaya Rama, Banturiti kolu viyavaya Rama, Banturiti kolu viyavaya Rama. Tunta veti vani modalaina mada, tunta veti vani modalaina mada, tula koti nila kula jayu nija, Banturiti kolu viyavaya Rama. So these are his compositions. So many, he has written so many. Even today, Tyagaraja Aradhana is a very big festival in southern India, where today also he is celebrated. And Muthuswami Dikshitar, he again have written very famous kritis on Ganesha, like Vatapi Ganapatim. He mostly wrote in Sanskrit and Tamil. And his, if you see the last line of the his kritis, all the gurus will give their mudra. Mudra means they will give their, you can identify the song. For Muthuswami Dikshitar, it will be Guru Guha. That will be the ending phrase in that. And Shyama Sastrigal, again a very, very renowned Carnatic singer. He has written many compositions, many kritis on. He has written Swarajatis. It's a particular pattern of singing. He has written multiple compositions on in Raga, Bhairavi, Yedukula Kamboji, Todi. If we get into details, it will be a little boring. So these are the trinity of Carnatic music. So music as such in today's day and age, it is very, very important, because we are all, with COVID and everything, people are just having all sorts of mental health issues. Music has a fantastic healing power. Whichever music you listen, it has a fantastic healing power. But especially with Carnatic music or Hindustani music, we associate ourselves more with this, because it is taking you to the liberation. It is taking you to moksha. You would have listened in your previous session about Purushartham. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. What today's education is making us do is, we are all focusing on Artha Kama, which is your wealth and the pleasure. But Hindu life cycle is about holistic living. It is about Dharma. Even if you get money or wealth or any pleasure, even the pleasure of singing is associated with Dharma, doing Dharma. And it liberates you from this, continuous cycle. We call in astronomy, you would have learned about the oscillating universe. So it liberates you from this in this world and makes you attain moksha. That is all the reason behind. That is the Purushartha, the goal of the life. So this music definitely helps. Many, many ragams are there for such healing powers, like Kanagavalli or Sahana facing. It is going to soothe the mind. It's going to calm your mind. Many ragas like Amritavarshini is for rain. If you don't get rain, if you sing this raga in the right pattern, the vibration should be right. You cannot just, there should not be variation. It should be proper. Then rain is certainly to, be there. Same with your Bhugalam, again a morning raga, sung in the morning. There are many such ragas. You can keep going on and on and on. And this tradition of classical music has been preserved by the Guru Sishya Parampara. It is an oral tradition. It has been passed from one person to the other person. Without the Guru Sishya Parampara, we will not have anything what we have today. So we are always grateful to the gurus, whichever form of music, be the Gharanas or your South Indian music through Tyagaraja Swamigal, Muthuswami Dikshitar and Shyama Sastrigal. And I will go a bit into the detail about the ragams, only for this slide, to give a fair idea how mathematics and science was involved behind all this. So I will give you a fair idea on this. There are in Carnatic music, there are 72 Melakarta ragams. You must be wondering what is Melakarta ragam. Melakarta ragams or Sampurna ragams or Janaka ragams. These are, it will have all 7 swaras in the upper octave and the lower octave as well. While you sing the Arohanam and Avarohanam. For example, Sare Gama Pada Nisa Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Ri Sa. These are the Sampurna ragam. It is Sampurna. It is full. Okay, and in the they have baby ragas. They have their children, which are the Janya ragas, which may not have all the full swarams. One in the Arohanam, it may be 5, Avarohanam, it may be 6, or it may be only 5, 6, or it may be in Vakra format, it may be in zigzag pattern. So they are called Janya ragas. We saw about Audavam, Shadava ragam, Vakra ragams during while I was speaking about Samaveda. So Audava Ragam is that it has only 5 notes in the upper, in the Arohanam also, in the Avarohanam also. Shadavam is 6 notes. And then your Vakra Ragam, it is in zigzag pattern. Audava Shadavam is 5 in the Arohanam. And while coming back, it is 6. So it is a varying pattern. Okay, now while how maths is involved, I just want your interest in this because this is going to be really interesting. So we can see this Katapayadi Sankhya. I have in a box here. This Katapayadi Sankhya is a system of numerical notations in ancient India to depict the letters to numerals. So if you see Ka, it is 1, Kha, it is 2. This is all the letters of associated with the number. By knowing this chart, they were able to fix a number for each ragam. That is your Melagartha ragam. These are your 72 Melagartha ragams. In the 72 Melagartha ragam, for example, you take a ragam called, I will take this ragam, 29, you can see this. 29 is Dhira Shankara Bharanam. So Dhira Shankara Bharanam, how did they arrive at the number 29? So here you see the is 9 here in the end. Ra, you can see the number is 2. So they reversed the number. It became 29. So that is how they have given the number. So they were using the Katapayati Sankhya to create this numbers. And again, you will see inside, it is segmented. There are 12 segments. The 72 ragas are divided into 12 segments, which carry 6 ragas each. So the first, again, they are using a different mathematical calculation here by means of Bhuta Sankhya. 1 means Indu. Indu is Chandran. Chandran, moon is only 1. So they denote by the number 1 as Indu. 2 is Netra. Netra means vision. So this word Netra represents 2. Veda, 4. And then Rutu, how many Rutus are there? There are 6 Rutus. See, Rutus are seasons. So they are 6. How many Rishis are there? 7 Rishis, Sapta Rishis. So every number denotes the name, every name denotes a number. So they were coding in those days. They were doing it with this method. So now coming back to Dhira Shankara Bharanam. For every raga, the Sa and the Pa, the Shadjamam and Panchamam will be fixed. There will be no variation. And Madhyamam, the Ma, will have 2 variation, which is Suddha Madhyamam, Prati Madhyamam. They will have 2 variations. So the first 36 ragas will have Suddha Madhyamam. The next 36 ragas will have Prati Madhyamam. So after this, they will do a mathematical calculation by taking for Dhira Shankara Bharanam, it is 29. What do they do? 29 minus 1 is 28. They divide this 28 by 6. Each segment has 6. So now the quotient is 4 and the remainder is 4. So with the help of this chart, they will find out the other swarams. See, for quotient 4, it is Re to Ga 3. And then remainder is 4. You have it is Da to Ni 3. So this way they are easily able to find out the swaras. So once you know this chart by heart, you don't need to, if they say Dhira Shankara Bharanam, immediately they will tell you what is the swara. They will tell you it is Shadjamam, Sa, and Chatushruti Rishabam, it is Re 2, and G3, Antara Gandharam, and Suddha Madhyamam, because all the 36 ragas will have Madhyamam, Suddha Madhyamam, Panchamam, which doesn't have any variation, per, and the 2 is your Chatushruti Daivatam, and Ni 3 is your Kaikali Shadam. So same way you can do for other ragams. Same way, and for the other 36 ragams, there is another pattern of doing. So similar mathematical calculations they used. So even while this Katapayati Sankhya I was telling, there are slokams like Badram Buddhi Siddha Ganitam Shaddamaya Bhupahi. They do the calculation. This gives you the value of pi, which is 3.14 up to the 17th digit correctly. Such mathematical calculations, such expertise was there with us. Unfortunately, today nobody understands these concepts. So it is you all will be able to understand this. Once you go through this Katapayadi Sankhya, you will be able to understand how they calculated, how they position the ragas, how they calculate the swarasthanas. So it is very, very easy. Once you get a hang of it, you will be able to do it. Okay, now too much of maths and science has gone into it. So now let us move to the easier portion. The bhavam, the devotional aspect of any music is the most important thing. Be it ragam, talam, leave whatever you learn, just leave it there. Now let us get into more of the devotional aspect. In during the 5th century, that is the accepted date, but traditionally we say 4th century BCE was the starting of Bhakti movement in India. The Vedas and Upanishads contain so much of information, but it was not reaching the common man. It was difficult for the common man to understand. So the Bhakti movement started in the 5th century, and through Bhakti Margam and Nama Sankeerthanam. Nama Sankeerthanam means singing. You are just singing to the Lord. In a group, you are singing. You do Divyanama Sankeerthanam. Throughout the night, you chant the name of the Lord. You are not bothered about the ragam, talam. You forget yourself and you become one with the God. That is what Krishna also says. It is the Kali Yuga Dharma. Nama Sankirtanam is the Dharma of Kali Yuga. It is the very, very easiest way to attain God. He says Dharma Margam, Karmam, Jnanam, and Bhakti. So Bhakti Margam, to attain Bhakti Margam, you can easily reach God just by singing. You don't need to do Homam, Havan, Puja. You are just yourself. You are reciting the name of the God. You need not know any ragam, any talam, nothing you need to do. So this was what was the Bhakti movement. In the 5th century in southern India, we had Alvars and Nayanmars. There were 12 Alvars and 63 Nayanmars. The Alvars were very popular. Alvars are your Andal, Nammalvar, Periyalvar, Poigai Alvar. So there were 12 Alvars and 63 Nayanmars, Appar, Sundarar, Sammandar. What they propagated Bhakti tradition in southern India. So Alvars composed 4,000 hymns. It's called as Nalayara Divya Prabandham. And Nayanmars, they composed Tirumarai. They are collection of hymns on Vishishta Advaita and Advaita Siddhantam. You must have heard about these two phrases. Vishishta Advaita Siddhantam believes more towards Vishnu as the prime God, and Advaita Siddhantam is about Shanmaga Stapakam. They believe in all the 7. So the Advaita Siddhantam is AdiSankara is the propounder of this, and Vishishta Advaita Siddhantam you have Ramanuja and other Manavala Mamunihal and all. So they were the gurus, and after them these Alvars were propagating this Bhakti tradition. And they translated the Vedas and Upanishads into common language. It reached the masses. They made it to Tamil, into local languages, vernacular languages. They brought it in. So they sung devotional songs in temples, and they are called as they are called as Padal Petrasam or 108 Divya Desams. So where I am here, I am in a place called Uttarakhand. Here also we have. Close to me, I have one place called Devaprayag. It is one of 108 Divya Desam. We have Badrinath, again Divya Desam. So there, till here, they have walked across country. These Alvars and Nayanmars just sung about the Lord. This is how the Bhakti movement was there in the southern India. So, like the trinity of Carnatic music, we have a trinity in Bhajana Sampradayam. Bhajana Sampradayam is you don't bother about anything. You are there together as a group chanting the name of the God day and night. So this trinity of Nama Sankirtanam is Bodhendra Swamigal, Sridhara Iyyaval, Marudanallur, Sadguru Swamigal. So these three are the trinity of Nama Sankirtanam. Bodhendra Saraswati Swamigal was the 58th Acharya of Kanchi Mutt. He thought only Nama Sankirtanam, Rama Namam is what is going to give mukti. So even after being such a big guru of such a big mutt, he wanted people to associate it. It was the easiest way to reach God. So Bodhendra Saraswati, Sridhara Iyyaval and Marudanallur, are the trinity of Nama Sankeerthanam. There are many songs composed by them. I'll go into the next slide. The saint poets of Bhakti movement were spread across India. It is not in one part. I will not only focus on South India. So they were across India. When we talk about this Bhajana Sampradayam, Jayadevar was very, very, very important. Jayadevar is a poet from, we can't call him a poet, just he's a guru, a poet singer from Orissa, Bengal, those area. He had sung Gita Govindam, Ashtapati. He has composed 24 Ashtapatis. Till today, even in the Puri Jagannath temple, the last ritual, the last ending ritual, they have to sing this Gita Govindam. The Gita Govindam is about the love of Krishna with Radha. So he has sung many hymns on them. It is not about the love of Radha about Krishna. It is the love of Krishna about Radha. It is about the Aikya Bhava, Jivatma and Paramatma, how they are able to connect. It is not about normal humanly form. How we are able to, join attain Mukti. So he was telling in a Shringara Rasam, in a very, 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 very beautiful way. So this is spread across India. If you come to South India in Bhajana Sampradayam, Ashtapati, with only Ashtapati, they do see Radha Kalyanam, Radha Krishna Kalyanam. So same way in Kerala, they sing it through Soppana Sangeetam. In every temple, Ashtapati is sung. And if you go to even Sikh tradition, Guru Granth Sahib has few couplets from here. How did it spread in those days? When was it? We are talking about 1170 CE. So during that time, how did it spread across India? So this is something with the oral tradition. Somehow it has got spread across India. And even in you come to the Himalayas, you will see the Pahadi paintings which depicts the Gita Govindam. So such is many songs like in Ashtapati. 3 important ones are Pralaya Bayodijale, Lalita Lavanga, Radha Vadana. There are many songs like that. And going a bit down is your Andhra Pradesh, below the Telangana Andhra Pradesh region, where Bhadrachala Ramadas, he was again a poet of Bhakti movement. He was originally known as Karnachala Gopanna. He is a Telugu saint poet. He has written many songs. He was there during a Mughal king was ruling there. His name was Tana Shah of Qutub Shahi dynasty. So he had so much of bhakti for Ramar. He was also an administrator of a particular area for the king. But the king never used to take care of the Hindu temples. It was going in very, very bad condition. The local people said, why not we use the funds that you collect from us? You collect heavy taxes from us. Why don't you go and construct a temple? We will pay the tax later to the king. So what he did was that he constructed the temple. But unfortunately, the king came to know and he took the Bhadrachala Ramadas and put him for rigorous imprisonment. For 12 years, he was just for doing Rama Bhakti, he was put into rigorous imprisonment. But he was still composing songs. He was giving his full life behind this only, composing songs on Rama, Lord Rama. And then after that, what happens? One fine day, he was not able to bear the pain. He was still going through this and he was crying and writing to Rama. Rama felt this is too much. And there is a story. People say there were 2 boys by name Ram Singh and Lakshman Singh went to the court of this Tana Shah and gave mudras. How much money he has spent? You tell me, we will give. He gave them money. So then the Tana Shah opened and saw those currencies were not from this world. It was Rama Mudra. So then he realized, and some people say this happened in dream. Some people say it happened in reality, whatever it is, that they felt that this is not what is normal. And the king apologized and he released Bhadrachala Ramadas. Till today, the Mughal rulers from that area present pearls and gold ornaments every year to Bhadrachala Ramadas temple. So that is how he has sing many songs. Ramabhadrarara, Paluke Bangaramayana, Charanamule Nammati. I will just sing one line from Ramabhadrarara. Ramabhadrarara, Ramachandrarara, Ramabhadrarara, Ramachandrarara, Tamara Sulochana, Sita Samitara. So this is one of the compositions of Bhadrachala Ramadas. Again, you go further down towards Tamil Nadu. You have Sadashiva Brahmendral. He is a saint composer of the 18th century from Tamil Nadu. He has sing beautiful songs. Bajare Getunatam, Bajare Getunatam, Manasa, Bajare Getunatam, Manasa, Bajare Getunatam. And Purandaradasar. We spoke about Purandaradasar as Pitamaha of Carnatic music. He has sung again beautiful songs on now August 20th is Varalakshmi Pratham in southern part of India. They celebrate this. They pray to Goddess Lakshmi by singing this song. Bhagyada Lakshmi Bharamma Nammani Saubhagyada Lakshmi Bharamma Nammani Saubhagyada Lakshmi Bharamma. This is in Kannada. So we have covered Odisha, Andhra, Telugu, Tamil Nadu, and Tamil, and then we have gone to Kannada, Karnataka, Kannada. Now we are moving ahead towards. Here also there are few more gurus in the southern India like Annamacharya, Uthukadu Venkadagavi, Gopala Krishna Bharati. Annamacharya has sung beautiful compositions like Brahmamokate. Brahmamokate says, you be a king, you be even the last man on the street. It doesn't matter. For God, you're all one. For your Antaratma, he is only one. He cannot be different. And Uthukadu Venkadagavi, again, very, very popular composition. Alaipayute Kanna Manamiga Alaipayute Unnananda Mogana Venugana Madilalaipayute Kanna Gopala Krishna Bharati. He is also a contemporary of the Trinity, Tyagaraja Swamigal. Once Tyagaraja Swamigal asked Gopala Krishna Bharati, can you compose a song in Abogi? Abogi is a ragam. Can you compose a song in Abogi? Overnight he composed a song. Sabbapatik Ver Devam Samanamaguma Tillai Sabbapatik Ver Devam Samanamaguma. More beautiful compositions. Adum Chidam Paramo Ayyan Kutadum Chidam Paramo Adum Chidam Paramo. He sung mostly on Lord Shiva, more compositions from his side. So these were contributing. What today's music is, what the knowledge they have showered on us, so much they have given to us. And moving further ahead, we go towards Maharashtra or Bombay. It is very commonly known to all of you. So Bombay is a place where the Maharashtra, there is called Varkari Sampradaya, where the Tukaram, Namdev, and Dhyaneshwar, Janabai, Chakkubai. We thought in those days women were not allowed to do anything. It is not like that. If you see Gargi, Maitreyi, so many women were into many things in the Vedic times. After that also during the Bhakti movement, you can see Andal, Radha, Meera, you can see Janabai, Chakkubai, so many women when West has not even accepted, given right to suffrage, women had all rights in India. So they were into Bhakti tradition also. They have sung many abhangs. Abhang is a pattern of singing they sing in Marathi. Beautiful songs, Ramagava, Ramadhyava, Rupa Bhagavatam, beautiful songs on Vitthal. They sing on Vitthal. Vitthal is a form of Krishna. They sing beautiful songs. It is part of all Southern Indian Bhajana Sampradaya. They go to Pandharpur on this month, Ashada month. It is called on the 11th day of Ashada month. They carry the palki of their spiritual guru and go to Pandharpur. So this is Varkari Sampradaya. This is all full in Marathi. Ek jo ye abhilasha, ek jo ye abhilasha, Bhagavan mama hridaye tavasa, ek jo ye abhilasha. Beautiful compositions in this also are there. Further we go ahead, we go towards Rajasthan. We all know Mirabai. She was the bhakta of Krishna. She was born in a Rajput royal family and also married into a royal family, the Mewar kingdom. She was married to King Bhojaraj Sisodia. She was always into Krishna Bhakti, always singing, reciting the Krishna Namam. For her, she cannot see anything else apart from Krishna. But her family could not accept all this. Her in-laws troubled her. Even her life was also in threat. But she never bothered about anything. She just did Krishna Bhakti. So very beautiful compositions on her. Krishna karo yajaman prabhu tume, Krishna karo yajaman. Her last lines always used to be Meera ke prabhu giridhar nagar, Meera ke prabhu giridhar nagar. Many compositions. Payoji Mene, many compositions are there by of Bhakta Meera, very popular, even films. Bhakta Meera is a very popular film in those days. And going further ahead, we go towards Varanasi, where Tulasi has written so much about Ramacharitramanas, Hanuman Chalisa. He has written many Dohavalis and Geetavalis. So much of songs, so much of knowledge has been transferred to us through these songs. And Kabir Das. Kabir was raised in a Muslim family. But he was always an ardent devotee of Lord Ram. He sung so many devotional songs but many of them are, philosophical in nature. He said, Dan ke kon badaye, dekade nain mein mitti milaye. He said, Dan ke kon badaye, dekade nain mein मिट्टी मिलाए, अपने कादर महल बनाया, आपकी जागर जंगल है सोया. He says, what wealth, what money, what are you going to carry with you once you are gone? It is only the karma which is going to follow you. Your good deeds and bad deeds are only going to follow you. Have biggest of palace, you have anything, it is not going to be of use for anybody. And one composition I would like to say, Guru Kripa Anchana Payo Mere Bai, Rama Bina Kacho Degadanaki, Rama Bina Kacho Degadanaki, Antare Rama Mahari Rama, Antare Rama Bahari Rama, Jagam to ke baha puranagi kama. He says, wherever I see, I can only see Rama. Rama is inside me, Rama is outside me, he is everywhere. So these are all his beautiful compositions. So it was not restricted to Southern India or anything like that. It was spread, this Bhakti movement was spread across India. And so many compositions, so many kritis, have ensured that we have this abundant knowledge today. It is not, even when you are singing, you need not bother. I don't know this ragam, don't know this talam. Nothing is important. It is just the oneness with the God. So for that, you have to, forget yourself and surrender to the God and keep singing. Music is a very, very easy way to keep peace of mind, mental health, and also to the larger purpose of attaining moksha. Today's a day and age, you might be thinking, are these even relevant? I am sitting in US, are they even relevant for me? Are they even at least sung in India? Yes, definitely they are sung. They are sung in even small hamlets. I am associated with one such small village in Tamil Nadu, where we have been doing the Seetha-Kalyanam for the last 114 years, where my family generations of people were also associated. So what did they do in those days? They, the villagers decided, we will start from a yatra from here to Pandharpur by walking. Just by walking, they used to go towards Pandharpur. And every village has to have this bhajana sadaya. They used to do bhajans. So every place they go, they used to note down nice songs, even in different languages, Marathi, Telugu. They used to translate it into Tamil, or even they sung it with the Marathi Abhangas, Marathi and or Kabir or sung in Hindi. So they used to do this. Now today also, every year from the date of Ramanavami, that is, it happens in the month of April. So from that date, for 10 days, they do Divyanama bhajana. Throughout the night, they stand and do bhajan. They do dance and do the bhajans. This is called Divyanama Sankeerthanam. On 8th day, we celebrate the Seetha-Rama Kalyanam. On 9th day, we celebrate his Pattabhishekam. And 10th day, we celebrate the Bhagavata Radhana, which means the Bhagavatas, whoever is singing, they are also God for us. So even I have seen the 90-year-old elder man used to touch the feet of 7-year-old young boy. Younger. There he is a Bhagavata. You are also a God. I am also a God. So we are one with the Lord. So that is the Sampradaya, which is a very, very rich tradition, not only in Ketavarampalayam. Today we have in other places like Govindapuram, many, many places throughout India it is happening. And through Harikatha, we are also like how I am saying a story and a song to reach young kids. Today we are singing and also telling the story of God. So this is how music has been helpful in spreading Hindu Dharma in India. Jai Shri Ram. And this is my presentation.
Thank you, Vidyaji, so very much. It was so nice and so enriching experience to learn about our vast heritage. And you tried to cover different states. I know it is a very old tradition and deep knowledge, and it's a lot to talk about. You can spend months talking about each and every tradition and each and every, you can say, the philosopher or writer or songwriter or bhajan gayak or anyone like Kabir. You can spend months on Kabir, talking about Kabir and his contribution to the literature. And singing, hearing those bhajans always take us to another world. And I was enjoying listening your very sweet voice and those bhajan in Carnatic Shelley. And thank you so very much, because it is morning time in America, and it was so nice to have that devotional atmosphere around us when you were singing. So thank you so very much.
Thank you, Kavita ji. It's my pleasure.
And we will keep in touch time to time. And if anyone from this session, because this is the morning session, so sometimes there are less participants. So, but it's being live on our Facebook page. So people are there watching you. giving this presentation, this amazing presentation. We all thank you for this wonderful. If anyone want to say or to ask anything, please unmute yourself and directly you can communicate with Vidyaji. Priya?
I really thought that this presentation was really interesting. When I was little, I think when I was 7, I was learning Indian classical music, but then because of school, I had to stop. So this was a nice refresher.
So nice to know. If you get the opportunity, please do learn Carnatic music or Hindustani. It is very, very enriching. Even otherwise, you can sing any little bhajan. It is very, very good for our own mental health and our own peace, internal peace.
Very nice.
And also your voice is very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Really, actually, yes. Vidyaji?
Yes.
So I think no one else is coming forward to say something. Let me see the chat. Thank you, Vidyaji. It was very informative. We are commenting. I don't know the his full name.
It is actually my pleasure, and you all are doing a very great service to Hindu Dharma and Hinduism. Even what we are not able to do in India, you all are doing it sitting in US. It's a very, very big task. And so many children in this morning, they are there to participate. It itself shows the interest. And you all are doing a great service. We are grateful and thankful to you all.
No, it is all with the help of each speaker and our very lovely participants, basically. But it is actually very hard because it is an 8-hour summer program each day, 4 speakers each day. And this is our second week. It started on 19th of July and until 30th of July. So it's a 2 weeks program, 5 days a week, and 4 speeches each, 4 presentation or speeches each day, and 2 hours, almost 2 hours session with 45 minutes break. So Divyata writes, thank you, Vidyaji. I have been learning Hindustani classical music, so I found this presentation very interesting and enjoyable. Thank you, Divyata. Thank you. So, Vidyaji, please accept our heartfelt thanks from all of you. And we again welcome you to the Hindu Heritage Foundation of America session.
Thank you, Dr. Kavita. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaste.